Hello and welcome to my channel Happy Hours. In the last video, I discussed about the Prime Minister, his duty and his role, about the Attorney General of India and his special powers, and about the Parliament. Today, I am going to discuss about the special powers of Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, about the Speaker, his dual role, his special power, the special power of Lok Sabha sessions, special features and immunities of MPs. So let us proceed with the first topic for today, which is the special powers of Rajya Sabha. Under Article number 67, Clause B, a resolution for the removal of the Vice President can be introduced only in the Rajya Sabha. Under Article number 249, the Rajya Sabha can pass a resolution by a majority of not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting, authorizing the Parliament to make a law on a subject in the state list. Under Article number 312, the Rajya Sabha can pass a resolution by a majority of not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting, authorizing the Parliament to create an all India service on the ground of national interest. The next topic is non-federal features of the Rajya Sabha. There is an unequal representation of states in the House, nomination of members by the President in the House, the representation of union territories in the House. Lok Sabha, or the House of the People. It is a popular house. There are total 543 seats. The members are directly elected by the people through the territorial constituency. The elections are based on universal suffrage, adult suffrage. The maximum strength is 550 and the present strength is 543. There is a reservation of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and women. Women reservation was done by the 106th Amendment Act 2023. Term is 5 years, which can be extended for not more than 1 year at a time during national emergency, and it can be dissolved before the end of its term. Now, let us discuss about the presiding officers of the House. Speaker and the deputy speakers are elected from amongst the members of the House by simple majority, but can be removed by a resolution of House passed by a majority of all the then members of the House, that is, by the effective majority. The Speaker not to preside over the sitting of the Lok Sabha during the discussion on resolution of his removal, but he has the right to speak in and to take part in the proceedings of the House while any resolution for his removal from office is under consideration in the House, and is entitled to vote only in the first instance on such resolution. Means as a member, not to cast a vote. Role of the presiding officer or the Speaker. He has a dual role to play. First, as the presiding officer of the House, he conducts the proceedings of the House. In this capacity, he is not answerable to the court of law. Secondly, as the administrative head of the Lok Sabha Secretariat. In this capacity, he is answerable to the court of law. The special powers of the Speaker. He presides over the joint sitting of the House of the Parliament. He certifies whether a bill is a money bill or not. The parliamentary committees function under the supervision of Speaker. If the Speaker is a member of any of the parliamentary committees, he will be the chairman of that committee. He has the right of casting vote. The Speaker enjoys cabinet status. The Speaker shall not vacate his office whenever the House of the People or the Lok Sabha is dissolved until immediately before the first meeting of the House of the People after the dissolution. In the British House of Commons, once the Speaker, always a Speaker. When he resigns from the political party, then only he can become the Speaker. So he is politically neutral. After the dissolution of the House, if he wish, he can resign and contest if no other and no other can contest against him, and he is re-elected. Previously it was not term bound, but now it is fixed for 2 terms. Now we should know our next topic, that is the Protem speaker or temporary speaker. After the Lok Sabha is constituted by the Election Commission, the President appoints a newly elected member of the House as Protem Speaker. According to the convention, the senior most member of the newly elected Lok Sabha is generally appointed as the Protem Speaker. The President conducts the oath to the Protem Speaker at Rashtrapati Bhavan. The Protem Speaker conducts the oath to the newly elected members of the House. The Protem Speaker conducts the election of the Speaker. If the Protem Speaker is himself a candidate for the post of Speaker, the President will appoint another member of the House as Protem Speaker. If the Protem Speaker has the right of casting vote in the Speaker's election, the Speaker does not take oath as a Speaker, but as the Member of Parliament along with the other members. The special powers of the Lok Sabha: a confidence motion, no confidence motion, and the cut motion can be introduced and passed only in the Lok Sabha. Whenever the existence of government is under questions, then Lok Sabha is more powerful. A money bill and the financial bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. American philosopher Tocqueville says, "No taxation without representation," and we are following that only. Under Article number 352, the Lok Sabha is a special session can pass a resolution to discontinue an ongoing national emergency. Such a special session of the Lok Sabha can be summoned on the request of 1/10 of the members of the House. This aspect was not there in the original constitution. It was added by the 44th Amendment Act 1978. Now there is a very important question. Is the Rajya Sabha a second or a secondary chamber? Some critics have termed the Rajya Sabha as the secondary chamber, not as a second chamber. Such critics have taken into consideration the role played by the Lok Sabha in the passage of money bill and no confidence motion. An analysis of equal powers of both the houses holds that where the state is concerned, the Rajya Sabha has been given special powers, and where the people's money is concerned, or where the survival of the popular government is at stake, the Lok Sabha has been given special power. But both the houses enjoy the following equal powers. The member of both the houses can be appointed as ministers in the passage of an ordinary bill and the constitutional amendment bill, in the removal of judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts, the CAG, the CEC, and the state election commissioners, in the election of president and vice president and the impeachment of the president, in the approval of the proclamation of the national state and financial emergency. In the conclusion, we can say that the Rajya Sabha is not secondary chamber but the second chamber. Now we should proceed with the next topic, which is the parliamentary procedures. First of all, the new topic is there, that is quorum. It is the minimum of the members required to hold a meeting. It is the 1/10 of the total strength / membership of the House. The next topic is sessions of the Parliament. There are two kinds of sessions. First, regular session, and the second one, the special session. Let us first discuss about the regular session. Held at the regular intervals, there are 3 regular sessions budget, monsoon, and winter. And the budget, the first session of the year from February to April, and this is the most important session. Next is the monsoon, it is from July to August. This is the normal legislative function. And the last one is the winter, shortest session, mid November to mid December. These regular sessions are not constitutional, but they are held with accordance with the established conventions. And Article 85 holds that the intervening gap between the two sessions of the Parliament shall not exceed 6 months. Now let us discuss the special session. Under Article number 352, there is a provision of special session of Lok Sabha. Special session can be convened to transact special business or to commemorate festives. Now let us proceed with the next topic, which is privileges and immunities of the MPs. They are basically enjoying the two kinds of privileges and immunities. First, in their individual capacity, and the second one in their collective capacity. Now let us discuss about the when they are enjoying in their individual capacity. First is freedom of speech and expression. Under Article number 105, an MP is immune from any action in the court of law for whatever he has said or revealed in the houses of the Parliament, or for any vote given by him in the Parliament. But the speech and expression of the MP has to be within the rules and procedures of the House of which he is a member. No discussion can take place in the Houses of Parliament on the conduct of a judge of Supreme Court or High Court except when a motion of his removal is being discussed in the House. This is the important thing which is going to tell that the judiciary is away from executive. Now the next one is freedom from the arrest in the civil cases. An MP can be arrested 40 days before the commencement of the session of the Parliament and 40 days after the end of the session in the civil cases. But the MP can be arrested under a criminal case or a preventive detention law or for contempt of court even during the sessions of the Parliament. The presiding officer of the House to be informed of the arrest or detention. The MP not to be arrested from within the premises of the Parliament. Next and the last one is freedom from jury service. An MP cannot be compelled to be a witness in the court of law during the session of Parliament. The privileges mentioned above applies to the persons who, by virtue of this constitution, have the right to speak in and to take part in the proceedings of the Houses of the Parliament or any of its joint sittings or in any committee of the Parliament of which he has been named as a member. So the Attorney General is also enjoying these privileges. Now the next one is in their collective capacity. Then the MPs are having the whole house, privileges of the whole house as a whole. The house can make rules and procedures for the conduct of its affair. Secondly, the house has the power of punish an individual, both the member as well as non-member for its contempt. The house can prohibit the publication of its proceedings. By this, I am ending my session. Thank you.